Guys, it is Aoife from Freddy's Eat Out Laughing, and I'm here for my last weekly wrap-up of October 2015. I hope everyone had a really great Halloween and a really safe Halloween. I had a great Halloween myself, and I will put up a picture somewhere around here showing you my outfit. I ended up going as one of Jack the Ripper's victims, and I had a lot of fun doing all the makeup and the blood and everything, so that was loads of fun. So I actually didn't read that much this week, definitely not to my usual average. And I only read 2 books. Both of those I finished yesterday, and yeah, I just was really busy this week. I didn't have as much time to read. I was meeting up with friends and then going out with work, and then had Halloween, and yeah, I just didn't have a lot of evenings free. So the first book I read was a NetGalley arc that I got a few months ago, and it was called We Are Not Ourselves by Matthew Thomas, so a big thank you to NetGalley and the publishers for that. This book is basically centred around a woman called Aileen Tumulty, and it is about, she is the daughter of 2 Irish immigrants from that are now living in America. So she's growing up as an American but with a very deep Irish heritage, and it kind of goes through her life and, you know, different things such as her early childhood, looking after her parents, meeting her boyfriend, getting married, getting a job, you know, dealing with different things like troubles in her marriage and maybe some disappointments within her life and within her marriage, and how her husband maybe isn't the guy that she really wants him to be, and then becoming a mother, and it basically goes through her whole life. I didn't enjoy this book as much as I thought I was. I was a little bit disappointed with it. I felt it was just really long. It was like over 600 pages. I felt it was just really dense, and I feel like it was just really dense with words. I think big chunks of it could have been taken away, and it wouldn't have had an overall negative effect on the story. I think a lot of the words could have been taken away and everything would have been okay. There was just a lot of it that just didn't need to be there. And basically the second half of this book is centred on her husband's failing health and how he is starting to forget things, and how they kind of deal with that, and how she deals with it, and she doesn't want, you know, to let him go. And she is a very strong person. She's an extremely strong character, a very strong matriarch of the family, and it was quite interesting, but after a while it just got too much. There was too much emphasis on certain points of their life and not enough emphasis on other points of their life. So I found it a little bit of a drag. I put it down for a while. I picked up another book. I finished that, and then I went back to that just for the last 20%, and I found that I actually didn't really care that much if I finished it. Now, I did finish it, but if I didn't push myself, I didn't have this urge to really find out what happened, because it was just a real meh kind of book. And I'm really torn between giving it like a 2.85 and a 3. I've given it a 3 on Goodreads, but I think it's a very weak 3. Now this book did win a prize, so, you know, obviously a lot of people do like it. I just don't think it was for me. The next book I read is a book that I've been wanting to read for a really long time, and I'm just so happy I finally got to read it, and it is Room by Emma Donogue. Now, this book is a very unique book. It is all told from the point of view of a 5-year-old, and what you learn is that he is in this room, a very small room, and he thinks that this is the whole world. It's just him and his mum and this man that comes in maybe every night, but Jack is never allowed to see him. Jack has to stay in the wardrobe while this man visits, so he knows that there's something about this man that's very bad, that his mom doesn't let him go and see this man or interact with him at all. So you start to learn why Jack is in this room, why he was born into this room, why him and his mom can never leave, and it just goes through these different events in their life. Now, I gave this a 3.5 stars. I just don't think I loved it enough for a 4. I think because I've been waiting to read this book for such a long time, I think I might have been just disappointed that it wasn't as good as I thought it would be, or I didn't enjoy it as much as I thought I would. It took me a little while to get used to Jack's way of describing things. You know, some things he describes with a real clarity, and other things he kind of have to make sense of his, you know, his words that he's given to different things to really know what he's talking about. he's both really clever and really deficient in certain ways at the same time. When it comes to social interactions, he's really bad, but when it comes to kind of describing some things and knowing what different things, like, you know, writing and reading and numbers and things like that, he's very, very clever. So it's a very, very unique point of view, as I've said before. I have only read one other Emma Donoghue book, which was Frog Music, which, despite its bad reviews, I really, really liked. I did enjoy this. I didn't love it, but I did enjoy it, and I really, really want to go and read more of her books. I definitely will soon. I have another one of her books on my bookshelf called The Sealed Letter, so I'll probably read that first before I read any of the other ones. But I do really, really like her writing. I feel she is a very, very diverse writer. She doesn't have just one kind of genre. I think she really lets herself expand her writing horizons, at least from the two different ones I've seen, are two completely different kind of books. And I really can't wait to watch the film of this now. I had been avoiding the trailer until I read the book, and I watched the trailer earlier and it looks absolutely amazing, so I cannot wait to see the movie because I think it's going to be brilliant. So as I said, 3.5 stars, but I do think it's something that a lot of readers would like, just even to see the kind of writing style within this book. It's just a very, very unique writing style, and I think it's worth the read. So seeing as it is the 1st of November today, I guess I will open up my TBR jar and pick out my November pick of the month. So I will do that now. Blue Moon. Now, I don't have the author name down, but I will put a picture of it anyway. And all I know is that this is something I have on my Kindle. So I will put up a picture anyway and let you know what the author is. And yes, so hopefully this will be good and I will read it at some point this month. So I hope you guys have a really nice week ahead and read loads of amazing books. And I hope I get to read loads of books this week as well. And I will see you guys again next time. So bye.